Namaste, my brothers and sisters, and welcome to Namaste today in the Zodiac weather. My name is Stepº20. Witecki. I'm the sensei to Sirius Joy, and I'm so grateful you've clicked on this video and joined me once again. It is Monday, October 13th, 2014, and things are changing, folks. I brought these beautiful leaves and colors changing. I love the autumn colors, don't you? I love color. My heart loves color. Today, step 20 rules the day, which is the birth of passion. Step 20 is the birth of passion. This is where we take our emotions, step 2, and we throw them up in the air. It's where things get interesting. And because we're the sun in Libra, this third decan, or chapter 3, is really about our relationships, our long-term partnerships. Some partnerships will not last the next 10 days. Some will drop out of the sky, ones we've been looking for a long time. And in many cases, we look down on our feet and realize that we have some allies. So this is an interesting time indeed, and it's right before the sun goes into Scorpio, where real deep changes end up happening from the awareness we realize now. So things get passionate today. It's the birth of passion. We're going to talk about emotions today in the Sensei Sunrise, and we're talking about how to protect emotions, particularly in today's Gong. But before we dive into those two topics, let's first tame our brain, shall we, with the phrase of the day. I am mindful of my emotional needs. I am mindful of my emotional needs. And you have to be mindful of your emotional needs. And this is where I'm learning most of our work is as humans, is that we're all babies on the inside. We all feel like babies. We all want to pout. We all want to cry, right? And I'm telling you why. Because we haven't really stopped and, I think, allowed ourselves to settle into the earth experience. And that is the adolescence of humankind. And I think we're getting through it right now in these next 2-3 years, especially with Saturn and Scorpio. So now more than ever, we want to be mindful of our emotional needs. And today we want to be mindful of our emotional needs. So if the smartass wants to think about something today, you say, think about how I feel. And if you feel like a baby, do what you need to take care of it. All right, it's going to help, and I'll tell you why in a little bit here. So the serious step of the day is step 20. That's a number 2 and a number 0. And 2 plus 0 is 2, actually, when it comes to the quantum intention. It comes down to our feelings. The 0 is our hero. It's the hidden step, right? This is why it's hidden. It's not there, or it is there. It's up to us to put it there. We'll talk about it. But once we get to the 20s, we're in the passionate realm. It is all passion from this point on to the end of the transit, because it's emotion and a step. And today is the beginning of that. Today we are creating space for that. Now the moon itself is in Gemini, which means emotions are stirred by our thoughts or blocked by our thoughts. Our emotions might be tangled up by our mind, distracting us and not letting us feel, or our mind could be tormenting us. Be advised. Also, conversation and communication might easily trigger emotions more easily than usual. And by tonight, we actually get more passionate because the moon will move into Cancer at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, looking at the ruling chakras, the interesting thing about the chakras is we are getting a third chakra double dose. For one, step 2, all the 20s come from the third chakra up, remember? And in the 10s, we had the second chakra up. Now we're up to passion. And passion assumes manifestation. Both are together. So we manifest as we feel. And emotions and thoughts actually both come from the third chakra. So with the moon in Gemini, we're also amping up the third chakra. In fact, our thoughts are the front and our emotions are the back. So if you have lower back pain, you're cramping on something you don't want to feel. And if you have tummy aches, you're thinking about something you don't want to think about. And ultimately, the two can end up triggering each other. So it's interesting how the color yellow is often kitchens to like calm you down and bring you tranquil. And yellow does kind of bring a balance back to these two. So if you have lower back or stomach aches, focus on the yellow. See if it helps you there. Now, the eye protect, interesting chakra. I haven't talked much about eye protect. 0 doesn't come up very often. 0 comes up 3 times in a transit. The 0 degree, the 10 degree, and the 20th degree, or those steps, 0, 10, and 20. Today is one of those times, and that means that our eye protect chakra is lighting up. So eye protect actually rules 2 reverse chakras. It's the back of the throat and the back of eye manifest, the second. So it ends up really watching our back. Eye protect watches our back. And interesting too, because the throat and the back of the rear. Those are the two openings to the soul, both covered by Scorpio energy. So those parts of us are lighting up today, and that may make you feel vulnerable or protected or both. We'll talk about the Sensei Sunrise. So let's first look at what God has in store for us. What's God cooking up there in Planet Soup? Well, for starters, the sun is now in the third decan of Libra. We're in the last 10 days of the Libra transit. It means we're working on relationships, partnerships, long-term strategic alliances, you name it, the cliche of Libra. It also means that because things start to get passionate, because our emotions are involved, now suddenly we are surfing life. Today with 0 adding on the day, we are bringing up our I protect energy. Now there's a party going on in Libra because Mercury has retrograded back to step 27 Libra. So today our mind is really extra race. 9 is Mars. So our mind is ramped up and our mind is reconsidering an action. Venus over at step 17 Libra on the other side of the sun is deciding to manifest a direction. So we're making a decision to go forward in the lower Libra. We're starting to feel the waves in the higher Libra, and we are thinking back now, we are Mercury retrograding to how this all will end or not end. So it's kind of a dynamic day. Things start to boil up and feel more exciting. Mercury retrograde is at step 27, so our mind is ultimately racing today. But remember, the step 27 is to feel and to listen to our intuition. So being mindful of your feelings is the best thing to keep your mind calm. Now, we got 2 retrogrades going on. Chiron is just snuck back to step 13. That means that we are perhaps going through a dynamic healing. When it comes to self-compassion, you definitely want to apply self-compassion, and you want to make it super easy on yourself so you can allow that Chiron healing to open. But that means that there's quantum healing going on. Quantum healing means that as you heal, people heal around you, past lives heal, other dimensions heal, fun stuff. Now here's what's really interesting. Remember, the sun just moved to step 20 today, and Mars is at step 20 in Sagittarius. And Mars is heading a grand trine in fire. This means that we are getting passionate both with our relationships and our philosophies at the exact same Joy Quest 2 time. Very interesting, huh? And Jupiter is saying we are dedicated and acting on moving forward with something our heart has agreed with. So interesting that Venus and Jupiter are both saying we're moving forward with something. Mars is like, yeehaw. And I think this is all uncharted territory. This is philosophy. We aren't quite certain if this is going to work out for us. And again, it's redefining our ego and our character there with Uranus in Aries. So with Mars now in the 20s, this means we kind of add gasoline to the fire. Whenever Mars is in the 20s, we are all passionate. Mars in the 20s means passion leads to births 9 months later, that sort of thing. So things get really kind of heated up, and this is going to be a trend that continues with Mars blazing forward. Be advised, lock up your virgin daughters. And the moon actually tonight goes into Cancer at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So it will be a passionate night and a passionate 36 hours starting tonight. So whatever you feel today is just the setup. So let's look at today's Sensei Sunrise. So step 20 is the birth of passion because we're taking our emotions, step 2, and we are literally lighting them on fire. And it's like, I want to teach so much. I only have so many minutes in a given day. But emotion and passion turns out to be the reason for abundance as I learn and grow here. And so our emotions must be involved for things to become abundant. It's that feelings bounce off of feelings. Human beings communicate first in feelings, I believe, on Earth. And words are maybe number 3. I think telepathically we communicate a whole bunch too. So we enter now into a very passionate part of the transit. And step 20, 2 plus 0, that's really what I want to talk about. That 0 there. 0's my hero, right? What you want to do today is be mindful of your feelings, the 2, and then you want to protect your feelings with the 0. You want to protect. So what you do is you consciously are aware of your vulnerabilities. You're consciously like, oh, I'm a total baby with this. Okay, let's protect that. Let's not go through that. For instance, for me, like where where I can go sour is if I get caught in traffic. I'll get all grumpy and start and melt down and so now, like, where I would protect my emotions is like if I was hopping in the car, I'd be like, okay, let's put a protection out there so our emotions don't go slipping down that water slide, you know. And really, we're setting up for our protection for the whole transit. You can meditate also on where you want your feelings to be protected in relationships, particularly now. And you may not know the outcome of relationships, but you can put into the conscious awareness, hey, I don't want this to happen. My feelings are, you know, turn that fear into protection. You're afraid of something, turn around, be like, I protect this so it doesn't happen. Fill it with love and protect it. So today we are feeling, today we are protecting. And one of the things about the I Protect days is that if you have a particular issue in your intuitive matrix about protection, like you don't think about it or don't process it, it's on these 0s, 10s, and 20 days where the I Protect is out that usually people step on your toes, cross a line, do stupid stuff. So definitely do a little I Protect today, and we'll run further with that thought right after this.
One of the problems with love is we don't know ourselves well enough to know who we want. Introducing Secrets of Birthdays, the Love and Lust Report. You send us your date of birth, we send you a custom video, and we'll talk all about you. The kind of charisma you have, your personality, are you funny, not funny? What's a perfect romance? What's a perfect wedding? What's a perfect home? And what not to do with you. Find out the secret to your heart at secretsofbirthdays.com. End all the uncertainty. Order one now.
Hello, my friends, and here we are at the Soulmart Trading Post. Hey, good news. The Secrets of Birthdays are back. The Love and Lust Reports. That's right. I had taken them down for a while because they were just complicated, but now we are back online, and they're $19.95. These are really fun. They're edited together by me, and if you come on down to secretsofbirthdays.com, it'll bring you right down to the order form. And basically, because I actually edit these myself personally, you basically book the time you want it delivered because I edit it that day. It's cool stuff. And we got this new cool thing. Join our email list, and we will send you cool coupons for $3 off your next video. And I've got some new videos coming out, by the way. So join our email list, and it's at soulmart.me. Another great thing, this came from a viewer. We have a gratitude tip jar on soulmart.me. A viewer, actually 2 or 3 viewers actually emailed me and said, how do we send you money? We just want to donate. And I was like, my Taurus nature is all like, you don't want to buy a product, you know, but I'm very grateful to 2 Libras who insisted I do this. So it's a tip jar. You can do whatever you want if you like to. Thank you very much. Gratitude goes a long way. And I did it. I invented it. There's a 15-minute step reading now. So if you want to know your natural born step number, okay, well, what step number you're born, 15 minutes is a perfect amount of time. We can talk about it. We can talk about how you stand in your power, how you honor what your step is, and how you can use Namaste today to kind of gauge how you will be based on knowing your step. All that is available, of course, at soulmart.me. Thank you in advance for going. Great gratitude. So that brings us to today's gong. And today's gong takes the idea further of protecting ourselves. And it's what I call, where is the exit? Where is the exit? Well, where is the exit is basically a way of never freaking out about anything. A lot of people, if you've watched me for a while, a lot of my clients I work with one-on-one, they're not afraid of success. They're afraid of the feelings of success. They're afraid of the feelings going wrong. They're afraid of how they'll feel if this happens and how they'll feel if that happens. And this is what the power of step 20 is that we have to actually tell our consciousness where something is too far. We have to consciously think of that. Now, if you know a Scorpio, they know exactly where everything is and it's too far. They're hyper aware of when someone goes too far or crosses a line. They are hyper aware of that consciousness. They live in that consciousness. So an easy way to manage your consciousness is if you're afraid you're getting into something that is going to boil over, look around and ask yourself, where is the exit? Where am I going to pull myself out of this situation when it gets too emotional? If she goes there, if he says that, if this person does that, where is the exit? Where's the emotional exit? By filing an emotional exit ahead of time in your consciousness, you set up an I Protect 0. You set up a space. You set up an operation that's going to happen if it is to happen. And you know what is ironic about it all? Is that by filing it, I find it doesn't happen. You do file it, you forget to file it, it doesn't. It does happen, think about that today before you go out, and just look around where your exits are, and I think you'll feel a lot safer and protected in your passion today. All right, so now I'm like, what button goes next? It's this one. Before you meditate on where your boundaries and protection go up, let's take a look at the modes of each of your brothers and sisters, starting with the I Protects, the Scorpios. Sunny and private today for the Scorpions. They are way protecting. In fact, that today the moon is in Gemini, so they are protecting their protection. Very, very I Protect today. Sunny and private, but here's the thing. I'm going to advise you to do a little extra protecting of your thoughts. All right? Protect extra your thoughts. Step 1, the Leos, sunny and social today. I'm recommending you do an extra protection on your health. So not just emotions, but also health and lifestyle. Step 2 is the Cancers, cloudy and private today. I'm also advising that you extra protect your mirage. So your feelings and the way you feel about yourself and the way you relate to yourself. Don't let yourself down today. That's what it basically means. Step 3, the Sagittariuses, sunny and sentimental with the moon in Gemini. Do a little extra protect though on your self-esteem, Gemini. Just make sure that you don't end up feeling bad or feeling bad about money either. That's the other trigger. Step 4, the Aquariuses, sunny and childlike today. You want to do some extra protection though on your inner faith. Reassure, put up some boundaries, make sure you're okay with that. Step 5, the Geminis, sunny and cool with the moon in their sign. You want to do some extra protection though on your personal boundaries everywhere. So where everything is too far, right? Especially with Mercury retrograde right now. Step 6, the Librans, sunny and learning today. You want to do some extra protection on your emotions in general. That's always an extra process. Always makes the scales more stable if that emotional foundation is protected. Step 7, the Pisces, sunny nesting and resting today at the moon in Gemini. But you want to do a little extra protection on your public belonging. Public belonging is protect your friends, protect where you align yourself with, protect your enemies. That's always a good thing. Step 8, the Capricorns, cloudy, hyper aware of your body and your health today. You want to extra protect your new integrity. All right? So the things that makes you feel totally of integrity, protect all those things that make you feel in integrity. Step 9, the Aries, sunny and vocal today. You want to extra protect your future plans. Do a little extra protection, a little extra guarding of the career, a little extra guarding of the decisions you've made. Step 10, the Tauruses, sunny and productive today. You want to extra protect the new beliefs and the new direction you're going as far as life purpose. Step 11, the Virgos, sunny and professional today. You want to extra protect your inner child. It's funny, but really Virgos do not do a lot of good protection of their inner child. Their inner child gets hurt all the time. They really don't protect it. So that Virgin gets hurt a lot. Do some extra protecting of the inner child. All right, so let's bring us on the Lightworker Parade and see what you got coming up after this video. Supplements to take today, try fish oil. You'll see why. Damon Perry talks about why fish oil is good for you. And I don't know if you noticed, but Modern Mommies was a hit. We had a bunch of mothers joining us, and the option is what birthing options there are. Should you do it at home? Should you do corporate hospitals? Very interesting dialogue, and great to see the ladies out talking. I really love that. And if you didn't catch this one, I released an Astro 101, Mercury in transit. Now, Mercury is retrograde, so you can find out what that means in your natal chart and learn astrology. And the fabulous Skip Jennings had an episode come out that you should watch, Putting Consciousness into Action. He is a Cancer and does it well. If you are on YouTube, please be so kind and do subscribe. We appreciate that. And on Facebook, you can be our friend. Go to soulgarden.me. It'll take you right there. And don't forget, if you go to soulmart.me and join our email list, you'll get coupons and other cool things in the email box. Now, the kindest thing to always do is tell your friends and family. If someone comes up while you're watching the show, it's telepathic, let them know. Just post it to them. Say something to them. That's the greatest thing you can do, and we are grateful for you spreading the light for us. Now that brings us on to Soul Nirvana, our song of the day, and this is a fun one. I actually, we've been bringing up a lot of Libra musicians because it's a Libra birthday right now, and this musician today in this song is in fact so far the most evolved Libra we have actually shown. The most evolved Libra spiritually, looking at his chart. That's right, Weird Al Yankovic. So I'm bringing out a little bit of I'm Fat from the 80s. This was amazing. You know, honestly, he is a master Libra. Just tell me once again, who's fat? Watch this video. He's extremely talented, this guy. And you know what's really interesting too, I'll tell you, is this is one of the few celebrities in LA I have bumped into like 6 times. Like one at a party at Star Wars, in the line for Star Wars. But he's actually a Stepº20 Libran. And that's a manifest, I manifest, passion manifests, master Libra. And if you think about it, like, wow, this guy really has like done everything. He is very incredibly creative and very talented. And if your inner child needs to laugh, this is one of my favorite Weird Al songs. And I applaud him, Master Libra, Weird Al Yankovic. So you guys have a fantabulous day. Protect your feelings, protect your emotions, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in 24 with more. Remember, I love you, and live, love, be.
This is just so ironic.